I'm the lead agent for Vortec International, a company specializing in supplying security forces, reconnaissance, and solving criminal cases. Our clients range from civilians to governments to royalty. Utilizing our training from the most elite fighting and tactical forces from around the world, our operatives have one objective and one objective alone, and that's to complete our mission by any means necessary. Yo, I think I got him. This is Special Ops.
From the moment the girls arrived, they immediately were introduced to the pressure and demands of boot camp.
Everybody face the wall, now! Face the wall. Face the wall.
One by one, they were each locked into their individual cells for the night, left wondering what was in store for them the next day. Despite the cold and damp weather conditions, these young cadets were off to get some intense physical training.
16, 17.
The instructors showed little sympathy as the cadets struggled to keep up with the fast and furious pace of boot camp. By mid-morning, you can see that these troubled teens were finally starting to show respect, initiative, and a positive work ethic.
That's what I'm talking about.
After 2 days of grueling physical, mental, and emotional twists and turns, the question remains whether Ashley, Natasha, Shahalini, and Daje will turn their lives around for good.
Despite their lack of experience, young artists exhibit a definite statement of purpose within every crayon stroke, every eraser mark, and every color used in their work. As the natural cycles of life progress, many people's enthusiasm for creating visual art translates to the occasional hobby, or it fades into oblivion altogether. But for others, this undying need blossoms into something much more substantial. It transforms into a lifelong passion. Regardless of age, experience, potential, or overall talent, visual artists are constantly expanding their working knowledge of their artistic discipline. Even after school is finished, the educational journey marches on. The time to begin pursuing your career in the visual arts is now.
There's the time-worn adage, buyer beware. But as consumers of media, should the term also apply? Most viewers trust, or at least believe, that if a journalist presents a story, it is presumed to be true. Perhaps the story should read, viewer beware. One man has dedicated his life's work to the pursuit of educating audiences across the country of this edict through elaborate, satirical hoaxes.
With an array of characters and contrived scenarios played out in clever, effective press releases, Joey Skaggs has been quite successful in fooling the media for almost 40 years.
With each hoax, Skaggs continues to bolster his resume of satirical fodder, and it makes some people wonder whether he has an ulterior motive of his own.
No matter how you slice it, his message is heard by few and understood by even less. Regardless, the book on Skaggs' career is far from being closed.
What makes for a qualified public servant? How about someone who survived a childhood of adversity?
When I was like, I don't know, 8 or 9, my 8th grade teacher told me, you know, you're not going to amount to nothing, you know, you're not going to amount to anything. You're not going anywhere with your life, you're going to flunk out of school, which I did, but, you know, what are you going to do?
Someone who can admit his mistakes and move on.
You know, I had a small lemonade business that we used to run. And, you know, I didn't really make much money, and everyone told me it was a bad idea because it was like, I live in Canada, you know, it's kind of cold up there. So it was a bad idea, you know, those things kind of happen.
Someone deeply in tune with the human spirit.
Think, you meditate. I do transcendental, you know, TM, transcend meditation, you know. And you got to take a step back and you got to say, you know, who am I? Who are me? Who am me? Who be I? You know, who be me? Where am I in my life? Who am I? You know, and then once you discover that and accept who you are, and you love your life, you love something that you love in your life, well then, my friends, it's all, you know, the rest is just going to fall into place for you.
If this works for you, then vote from your gut. Vote a-hole for senator. A man for the people. Retarded people. Paid for by A-hole's buddies.